Hi, my name is Courtney. For Anthropology Challenge 5, we are supposed to be giving up something for 48 hours to discover something new. So for my at least 48 hours, I'm going to be giving up social media, TV, including Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube, and even gaming, such as like apps on my phone, or like I have a Nintendo Switch that I play sometimes. So giving up all forms of electronic media as much as I can, kind of like time wasting media in my opinion. So yeah, I want to do this specifically because I can't really give up completely my phone or my computer, because I need my computer for school, and I need my phone to still connect with people, which I think is still really valuable. And I've given up social media before for 2 weeks, but I felt like it wasn't really effective because I just spent my time doing other things, like watching more TV whenever I would be on social media. So this time I really want to commit to it and challenge myself to completely get rid of these electronic forms of media to discover what else I can do to fill my time, such as reading a book, reading my Bible, going for more walks, exercising, even like coloring, baking, cooking, stuff like that I do enjoy doing, but I often just feel like I don't have a lot of time for, which I know is just because I spend my time doing other things and sometimes feel like I'm wasting it. I also want to do this challenge because I feel like I've gotten a little bit addicted to my phone and media lately. I feel like I can end up wasting like an hour easily on my phone without meaning to, and I feel kind of controlled by it, and I don't want to feel that way. So that's why I'm trying to take this challenge to kind of reframe my mindset and my habits and see what I can do with my time instead, just to be more intentional with how I'm spending my time. So I will be doing this for at least the next 2 days starting tomorrow, and I will try to document as I go through it and let you know how I'm feeling, what I'm struggling with, what I'm doing with my time, etc. Okay, so end of day 1 of taking a break from social media, TV, YouTube, and my Switch. And I was really busy today, so I really didn't have a whole lot of time to get on social media anyway, so I didn't truly miss it a whole lot. But I did go on a run today, and usually when I get back from a run, I will lay on the ground on Twitter or whatever for a really long time. And so since I didn't have that today, I felt like I got up and going quicker, which is good. I also moved all of the apps from my home screen, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, from my home screen, and turned off all the notifications for them. So I think even that has already helped me, like not having the temptation of like seeing it every time I open my phone and like getting continuous notifications from it reminding me about it. So then I have to be a lot more intentional if I want to spend time on it. So that has been helpful already. Tomorrow I do have a lot more free time, so we shall see if I am tempted to get back into any of that stuff again. Okay, the social media and electronic fast and everything really got to me today. There's a couple points where I was just really bored. Like I finished a lot of my schoolwork that I can do right now for the week. So I was like, I need something to occupy my time, you know, because I've already exercised and everything even, and like done all the stuff that I needed or wanted to get done. So it's been like, oh, I could watch a movie or something tonight because I like rewarding myself because I have gotten stuff done, but I can't. And in the early afternoon, I needed a break from school, and so I just read my book for a while. So I read like 70 or so pages, but I don't want to read anymore. I've already read enough today, so that's where I'm at right now. I think there's benefits in, you know, kind of limiting what I spend my time in to a certain extent. But I think it's also healthy to kind of reward myself or, you know, just relax by watching a movie or TV show or something, as long as it doesn't get away from me. So knowing these things will definitely affect how I spend my time on my electronics throughout the next coming weeks, and just being more intentional with how I spend time instead of feeling I'm like I'm wasting it. So good morning. So this would be day 3 of giving up social media, TV, and my Switch. And so I could be done with the challenge, but I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer. I'm about to go to work this morning, but I just want to see what else I end up doing today. Since I did finish a lot of my schoolwork yesterday, I'm interested to see how I would spend time today since I still don't have social media or TV. One difference I have noticed is my screen time has been around an hour or an hour and a half when it's usually around 3 hours on my phone. So it's gotten significantly cut down because there's not a whole lot for me to do on my phone. I do have to get on social media today to post for the band service sorority and fraternity, as they're having a flash sale for the marching band this weekend and next week, and I run the social media accounts, so I do have to get on there to post those. But other than that, I'm not going to get on social media at all, like on my personal accounts or anything. So yeah, we'll see how today goes. This afternoon, I'm on a hike, which is something that I enjoy doing, but often feel like I don't have time to do during the school year. But what I've learned over the past 3 days with cutting out social media and TV and stuff, is that I usually have more time than I give myself credit for. I'm pretty busy, but sometimes spending time on social media makes me a little bit busier because I end up wasting those kind of precious hours that I would have had to do something else. So I think that's the big takeaway from the past few days with cutting that stuff out. I just need to be more mindful of how I spend my time, and if I am wanting to spend time on there, and you know how it's affecting my emotions and overall productivity, because it's probably not as beneficial as I always think it is. Overall, I know that I'd rather spend time outside and doing hobbies I enjoy than feel like I'm wasting time on social media and TV. So I think knowing that going forward, I can just be more mindful of how I spend my time and truly think about what I will be doing. You know, if I'm like wanting to watch TV or something, actually thinking about the motives behind that and why I want to do that, and making sure that it is actually what I want to do and spend my time on. So even though it's only been 3 days, I feel like I've learned a lot about how I want to spend my time and how I do spend my time. So this is very beneficial for me. So end of day 3. I know that I already recorded a little bit about my thoughts, but I thought I'd just kind of wrap up. I do know that I want to be spending less time on social media and watching TV and stuff like that, especially during the school year, just because I want to make sure I'm using my time wisely. One thing I did notice today, because I had to get on social media to post for the band stuff, I got really like frustrated and upset when I was working on that, and then like would check it again for, you know, if people had shared it and commented, if people had questions and stuff like that, but also just like seeing who had liked it, how many people had liked it and stuff like that. And I don't want to be caught up on that stuff, which is why I don't like posting on my personal accounts a lot, just because I feel like I just get really caught up in likes and stuff like that, and I don't want to be that way. So that's why I don't post as much, because I don't like that feeling. So I think just spending less time overall on social media will help that. One thing I did change at the beginning of this challenge that I think will help going forward is keeping the notifications off for those apps, as well as like moving them from my main home screen, so then they're a little bit harder to access. And then just, yeah, not having the notifications, then I'm only thinking about it if I want to be, you know, instead of seeing it on my phone and then clicking on it. So I think both those things will help me, and then just being mindful, like I said earlier, of when I want to spend time and why I do, and if it's because I'm avoiding something else or if I just genuinely want to relax. So I'm very glad I did this challenge. I think I learned a lot, even though it was only 3 days, and I hope I can, you know, work on these habits to decrease my media time, and that I can make these things a regular in my everyday life. So thanks for watching.